Tape www.suividecolosénégal.com. À École au Sénégal, c'est facile, tu n'as qu'à te connecter. Tape École au Sénégal, les leçons sont beaucoup plus détaillées.
Okay, so we have finished with the true or false exercise, but you have more examples in the PowerPoint presentation. So you can exercise with other examples you'll find in the PowerPoint presentation. Now we are going to deal with the grammar box. You remember that in the objectives, we've said that our target here is the conditional second and third forms. Because you have already seen the first form, this is revision, so we are going to deal with the second and third types. Now, the first thing we are going to see is the formation. How do you form the conditional second and third form? Let's begin with conditional second form. With conditional second form, you have the if clause. The if clause and you have the main clause. Now, if we take the if clause, we have a verb. The verb must be in the past tense. Past tense. And in the main clause, we are going to have would plus the base form of the verb. So this is how we form the conditional second form. Now let's look at the conditional third form. For the conditional third form also, we have the if clause. And we have the main clause. Here, in the if clause, the verb is in the past perfect. And in the main clause, we have would This is how we form the conditional second and third form. If we go back to other classes, the conditional first form, you already know how we form it. For conditional first form, we have also the if clause. Here the verb is in the present tense. And we have the main clause, and in the main clause we have will plus base form of the verb. If I say base form of the verb, it's the infinitive. Now, after the formation, now we are going to see the usage. how do you use them? Okay, so for the usage, we use the second conditional to talk about an improbable or impossible situation regarding the present or the future. I'm going to give you an example. For example, I say, so we have here an example. For example, if I won at the lottery, I would buy a house. Let's go back to the definition. We use the second conditional to talk about an improbable or impossible situation regarding the present or the future. If I look at this sentence, have I won at the lottery? No. But I don't know if I'm going to win or not. So it's improbable and it's in the future. An improbable situation in the future. So here I use second conditional, and if we go back to the formation, we've said that to form the second conditional, we have the verb in the past tense. This is to win. Irregular verb, the past is won. This is the if clause. And you have the main clause. This is the main clause, I, and you have would plus base form of the verb. Here the verb is to buy. The infinitive, so you have I would buy a house. Now we use the third conditional to talk about an improbable or impossible situation in the past. So we second conditional, we talk about an impossible or improbable situation in the present or future. But third conditional, we talk about an improbable or impossible situation in the past. Let me give you an example. For example, I say, you have here the example. For example, if I had worked hard, I would have succeeded in my exam. We've said that we are talking about an impossible situation in the past. If I look at this sentence, it means that the exam is over. It's finished. And this student is saying that if I had worked hard, I would have succeeded in my exam. Now let's look at the formation. We've said that to form the third conditional, we have had, in the if clause, we have had plus past participle. It is the past perfect. Had plus past participle. And in the main clause, we have would have plus the past participle of the verb. Here we have would have and the verb is to succeed. So this situation is impossible. It means that right now I can no longer succeed because the exam is over. So it's an impossible situation. So this is the two ways we can use the conditional second type and the conditional third type. And you are going to find this in the PowerPoint presentation, and you can go through it to get more information. Now, let's move and tackle another exercise.
Tape www.suividecolosénégal.com. À École au Sénégal.